Come. And wherever you're joining us from, thank y'all for stopping by the live stream again. I'm back. Shout out to Jacob Tanjay and the NTZ crew, all my old heads and members for showing up. Thank you for adventures on here. Best wishes for a speedy recovery, brother. I know you got a serious operation, but you're recovering too pretty fast. All my old heads. That's on here. Any new viewers and subscribers watching for the welcome to the live. Anybody catching us on replay, we're live from Sarangani province. This is the southernmost tip of the Philippines. And if you're not familiar with a gentleman, yeah, this is actually Manny Pacquiao. He's actually from City, about 45 minutes by van. And I tell you, we're in his territory. Give me a if I'm okay. Because I'm their Wi-Fi here, you got to pay for the but yeah, give me a one. Hey, what's up? Is it abroad? I saw you, Mitch. Thank y'all for joining us. Hey, Cheese, not just the cocoa. Well, I think if you go any more Indonesia and check on the map, but on the map I see that this is it. You can't go any further. What's up, Golden Gate? It's W Secrets to Success. Well, I'm right on the beach. Actually, I'm probably 20 feet from the beach on the other side, but when I turn it around, see there's a fence there. You can't see it anyway, but I'm sure you can hear it. What's up, Kaz? I do want to say thank you to everyone who showed up for the meet and greet. You have to understand, I had some inquiries. There is no invitation to those meet and greets. Everyone is invited. I mean, don't feel like you were left out. Whenever I have a meet and greet, everybody's invited. The people who show up, show up. All black guys, well, I'm sorry. When I go to the meet and greets in Dumaguete, it's all white guys, but nobody makes a big deal out of that. Y'all need to grow up. Everybody. And those are the people who I'm sorry, white guys don't show up. James, shout out to Off the Cuff with Jamie. Shout out, gentlemen, guys. Color doesn't come into play. I invited more guys, you know, of the Caucasian persuasion. They just didn't show up. But usually when I have a live, it's on my community page, and then I talk about it on my live stream. Somebody get, yeah, there's Off the Cuff Adventures with Jamie. He was at the meet and greet, you know, but it's everyone's invited, guys. It turned out well. another shout out to TJ. He laid it out. He said your internet is bad. Yeah, kind of fading in and out. I'm right down from they call it peso Wi-Fi. I'm showing a full signal though. Hey, Mark Mackey said, hey, brother, I wish I was at your meet and greet. Don't stop bringing great people to catch up. Hey, thank you. Yeah, it was some great people, man, that showed up. That's what I like. Now, I don't know what it is. But I'm right down from it. The guy said I could get the signal here because you box, but it what? Davao on my bucket list. Well, I like Davao. In that, honestly, depends on which pier you leave from, because there's two piers. We went, we were either north or the north pier or the south pier. I can't remember, but I was told it's even closer at the other pier. And that was just one day trip that we took. Um, yeah, it would be nice if I could do that. I may just go ahead and do that and walk down here and see. So y'all bear with me because I'll get closer to the router. Because the router is actually at the restaurant. But let's see what we can do. I wanted to walk along the beach, but Maryland claimed the signal strong enough. See, they're gearing up for a big shindig here for some reason. And a lot of the tables are getting repainted. So, I can't sit there. I may have to just go inside the restaurant. See, he's painting. Look behind me. The guy's paint. See, that's where I was going to sit. But hell, he's painting those. Find a spot over because there's the Wi-Fi. Is it stronger right now? Let me go right here. But y'all going to be able to hear that. I think that's some type of. Yeah, I'm right here by it now. Wait. Yeah, I'm right here by it now. Let me push this down a little bit. There you go. Okay. Take off my glasses. That way I can read. Okay, perfect signal now. Yeah, because I'm right by the Wi-Fi box. But yeah, thank y'all again for joining me, man. I'm back. That break did me well, man. I just took a little break. I'm back. I don't know how many um, live streams I'll do. I don't know if I'm gonna do 3 a week. I might. Just depends on how I feel. But if you're ever in this area, because remember I told you yesterday, I said, hey, the U.S. Embassy says, don't come here. But really, in my estimate, I've never had any problems here. If you practice rule number 1, you're gonna be okay. The people everywhere that I've been in the Philippines has always been just remarkable, to tell the truth. Yeah, Glad's a beautiful place, man. It is. Some guy was asking me, is there apartments here? But this is the province here. Now, if you wanted to talk about General Santos, that's different. Of course, that's an urban city, and we're probably about 45 minutes away from that. He said, "How's the food down there?" Actually, the food's pretty good at this restaurant. And remember, we're in Mindanao. This is one of the most affordable places in the Philippines. We bought some bihon gasada last night. It was delicious, and it was too much, man. For 250 pesos, that's less than $5 because the peso is 58.58. So you're talking about maybe $4.50. It would have fed five people. It had everything in it: chicken, beef. Didn't have any pork because remember we're down in Mindanao, southern Mindanao. Uh, it's a lot of halal meat here. Well, I'm pretty sure um, there's crabs and lobsters, but I don't think at this restaurant. If you were to come out on this beach early in the morning, see, I'm right by the beach. I'm probably 20 feet from the beach. You could probably see some fishermen coming in selling crabs and lobsters and stuff, but they probably go straight to the market. But not on this particular Cocoa Beach resort. And Tony Rain says, although I've never been to the Philippines before, what attracts me to the Philippines is the potential for the isolated away from the Western mentality. I just like to mind my own business. Well, this would be the perfect place for it. This is the one of the most isolated beaches that I've been to in the Philippines. I mean, it's pristine. And I'm gonna make some videos later. Yesterday the wind was gusting. It's not gusting now, but it was a little late in the evening. The sand is as fluffy and white as you're gonna ever see in the Philippines because no one really comes here. There's a few people here now, a couple of families here now, but that's one thing about the Philippines. It's not over. It doesn't suffer from over tourism. And if you like to get away from it all, because here, when they see me, it's not like they see a black man every day. Okay, so they're looking at me like they've seen a ghost, but they're really, really uh, nice. But this is why I came to the Philippines. I think what people get wrong about the Philippines, that's why I don't argue with them about the infrastructure and all that. The Philippines is known for the beauty, natural beauty, the beautiful people. It's not known for all that other stuff that some of these other sophisticated places are known for. That's why I'm like, why are you even talking about that? Most of the people that I go back and forth with about the internet, they're not outdoorsmen at heart like me. They're not athletic. Man, if you go out on that beach and you look, because I'm going to show y'all something that's going to trip you out today. There's literally a forest right down here, and it's nighttime 24 hours a day in the forest on the beach. I mean, super dark back there. But this is what the Philippines is known for. You don't come to the Philippines for all that other stuff that people complain about. Because everything on this beach that people complain about with the Philippines, it's not here. The trash is not here. The poverty, pollution, not pristine of a stretch. Stand lining, we're in the province. Now, in General Santos, it's a little bit more congested than Davao. Davao is the biggest uh, city area-wise in the Philippines. So to drop 1 million people in that place, I mean, really, it's really amazing. That's what I like about Davao. See, remember, I don't deal with the traffic. What's up, Johnny S? But there's a couple of my subscribers here, but I didn't get a chance to touch base. Wedding. Man, the quiet. You notice, have you heard of rooster? Yeah, no. See, all this stuff that y'all complain about, this is in the Philippines, where that's null and void. But we see such a small part of the Philippines that y'all try to paint the whole the Philippines is talking about their Philippines and what being. See, most of us, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't. So they stay in these urban cities, Davao, all the Dumaguete, come to places like this. Safe. I'll be damned. I'm gonna come 8,000 miles and play it safe. Better stay out that forest unless you can swing through trees. Man, it's like down here. I was like, wow, look how dark it is in there. Although it's real, real bright. You see how bright it is out here. Now, when I take y'all past that, it's a forest. It's thick, and you see the fishermen. They got their boats there, and they're working on the boats, and that's where they escape the sun. What's up, David? Yeah, I'm just sitting here on the. Oh, okay. Well, is it gonna come here? I gotta move. Let me move. Okay. What about over there? Is that okay? Yeah, he's still going to be able to get a signal. Yeah. See, he's painting everything. I don't know, but I'll just sit here. Yeah. See, that's the beach, but you can't really see it. There you go. A little bit. Yeah, it's acting up again. Let me go inside the restaurant where the actual internet is, because I don't want to mess it up for y'all. It's been my first live in a while, and I do want to say that people asked me to come back on the live because I wasn't coming back. Good morning. Is Merlin in here? She's here. I don't see. Oh, where are you? Oh, I don't see Merlin. She must not have understood what I was saying. Merlin's at the room. And I was looking for Merlin. Well, I don't know where I'm gonna be able to sit. Let's see. I can smell that paint. Man, really bad. Let me go around here. What's up, Kyle? For real, it is. As if the internet's messing up because I'm over here. I'm still next to the restaurant. Okay. Is it okay? That's Kyle. Yeah, I was really impressed with Davao. Remember, I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, it's been 13 years since I came to the same resort, right? And the prices really haven't changed. I'm almost sure it was either 3,000 or 3,500. 11 years, 13 years ago. The only difference is they've they spruced it up a lot. What's up? I love the chai. Yeah, everybody's back here. I see. I don't know if we're gonna hang around at another resort. See, this resort, somebody's renting it out exclusively for the next 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So if we decide to leave in the morning, I don't know if we're gonna head to another resort or just head on back. We're taking a long route back. Yeah, yeah. The problem is he's painting these. See these right here? He's painting all these. And I'm even though I've moved away from him, I can still smell that paint. Daughter May said, thanks for coming back, Cal. Appreciate you. Yeah, thank you, man. I came back for y'all, really. I didn't come back for me. But I enjoyed the break. And I like doing it. You know, I just needed a break. He says, yeah, Davao seems like a very beautiful place. I really enjoyed the video tour. There you posted, Cal. The party looks amazing as well. It was. It turned out 1,000 times better than what I could have expected. I never expected that. Y'all know my meet and greets are usually real conservative, man. They're reserved for real, but hell, they had the DJ. People came from all over, man. Some guy came from Kuwait, AJ. I was like, wow. Few people from Manila, Cavite, Cebu, but there's no invitation, guys. What's up, Angelo? Thank you too. Angelo Habib, he was our host. He let us, we stayed at his house. He's got a nice 3 bedroom house in Davao, a subdivision. I don't care too much about the subdivisions, but honestly, when when we went walking, it's not as um, isolated as I thought. It's really an easy trip from his house to the gate. But when you're in a taxi, you can't take any shortcuts or anything. And I was like, man, hell, you're in a damn subdivision desert. I couldn't live here, but the more I think about it, it's not that bad. So they're doing a lot of sprucing up. He said, I'm getting old. Had to cut back some hours. I really need to rejuvenate. Yeah, well, this is the best place for it right here. Listen to this. There's no roosters, there's nothing. But people working. And normally they're not working. You're gonna see this place is, man, just unbelievable. I believe we're we're one of only a few families on this whole resort. Yeah, the meet and greet really was nice. I mean, that's why I put it was epic. It was one of the best I've ever had. But guys, when you come to the Philippines, the thing is, stop playing it safe, man. You gotta take some risk, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit in, but no balls, no blue chips. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Most of people play it safe. You see them, that especially the vloggers. He said it's ironic how the universe works in mysterious ways. The law is not mysterious, but I see what you're saying. He said, because as soon as you began to lose internet connection, I knew you were in the type of place that I wanted to be. To the well, I don't know, Frank. You know, it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. I got to listen to my viewers and subscribers. This is something I do good with my viewers and subscribers. Opinion, and I respect it, but until you do, you know, You that's all it is an opinion. I just try to keep it, give people a real life update going on over here. That's why y'all know I don't fly. The people I knew people were coming from so far away. I said, I'm gonna take the risk and get on the plane. See, July is the rainy month. OB said the meet and greet had a fabulous nice. Well, see, that's what the Philippines is known for. I love the chance says we might go to Baguio in September. Going to Baguio, but that's what the Philippines is known for, the natural beauty. It's not all that crazy stuff you hear people arguing about. People who argue about the of people that it, I mean, some don't even like the beach. I'm like, well, why would you come to the Philippines if you don't like the water? Of all the places to not come to if you don't like the water, this would be the one. But it has some of the nicest beaches on the planet, man. He said, if I wanted to visit Davao, where should I fly in? Davao. Depending on where you're coming from, Davao has a international airport, but more likely, it's only going to be maybe an hour or so. Yeah, that's just today for some reason. Like I said, they're getting spruced up because we didn't even know it. We just came here 2 nights because the first, second, and third it's reserved. Ocean that water is a small island 2 years ago, and he still couldn't believe the vow was nice as I was telling him. It's just too slow of living for me. Yeah, I had been to the vow, but remember it was 13 years ago. It's always been the go-to spot for expats, though. But remember, everybody has their preferences. Um, I don't know what you meant by too slow of a living, because where we were in that damn Aeon Towers, it was backing up into the Breeza Mall. There's a lot of happenings going on. Blizzard Bro said, Cal, appreciate you streaming the meet and greet. Still in the Matrix and need to see our brothers over there winning and supporting each other without the bullshit. Absolutely right, man. Um, we don't need that over here. I stay as far away from people as I possibly can who are into that stuff. Remember, I was telling y'all, this happened in Thailand where that American killed that Australian. Look that up, man. They're all in the bar drinking, all that. It doesn't matter where you are. You don't need that. They said in a couple of stories that the American couldn't protect himself, so he pulled out the knife. It don't matter. He stabbed the man. Both of them were young. The American, I believe, was 30 years old, according to the article. Yeah, he said from 32nd Street to 32nd floor meetup. You came a long way, serendipitous. Yeah, Michael Beach Life pointed that out. No, I don't get tired of the haters, man. I'm gonna tell you something, Frank. I'm to the point, and I'm gonna make a video about that today, but not about the haters. But it's just when you come to the Philippines, man, and you get to the point where I am in my life, I'm in the fourth quarter. I just don't care, man. about that stuff like that. I don't waste my time on that stuff. I promise you, it doesn't bother me anymore. I know what to do. Uh, I just ignore them. They just won't. Um, they just want attention, and I'm not gonna give it to them. I just don't have time for that, man. They're immature. But I promise you, it wasn't the haters, man. I just decided that I was gonna take a break, and I did. Oh man, the water. I'm gonna tell you, not only the water, David, but the sand. It's fluff. It's that sand. If you throw it up, it goes everywhere. Very few places I've been to, even Boracay. Okay, it used to be in Panglao. If you go down by the Hennon Beach, I mean the Hennon Resort, but they're adding on to that. A lot of it's compacted. It's not as fluffy as this because you don't have people stampeding on it 24 hours a day. When I show y'all this video up close, I didn't get close enough on the video I uploaded today. It's out there. All these beaches aren't the same, man. They really aren't. You know, what's the restaurant situation like? This isn't that type of place. This isn't really like it's a tourist attraction, but not like Panglao Bahal where you have that whole strip of hotels and Palawan. It's a different type of a tourist attraction, man. I promise you, man, when I came here in 2011, it was just me and her. We were the only ones here then. It hasn't changed much, man. Okay, Thomas, thank you. Yeah, I took a little break. Yeah, it's really nice here. And this place even has the first vending machine that I've ever seen in the Philippines. And it's nice. But you have to punch the number first of the item, then you put your money in. It's really nice. What's up, 53 Shades Darker? Also, y'all made it back to Moncton. He was there, him and his wife. And then we went to Samar Island. He went with us. Now, Samar Island, man, it's a huge island. I mean, there's a lot of resorts and a lot of coastline. We just had a little tiny piece that I showed you on that video. I mean, that place is huge. Imagine the couple that came there to join the get together. They were 40 minutes away, and they've got a beautiful beach, Capitan Beach, or something like that. Yeah, get the thumbs up, guys. See, this is what I'm saying. You know, y'all want me on here, but you don't want to hit the like button and all of that. And what it takes for this, to be worth it. Hey, thanks, Mr. T from Texas. This before quarter. If not now, then when, Robert? You know, time's not running out, but your life is. I mean, hell, take a 2 week vacation, take a 1 week vacation. If I was somebody that was pressed for time, this would be a place I would come to. I mean, I wouldn't play it safe and stay in Manila and all that stuff, man. It's not worth it. When you get outside those urban cities, the Philippines is a whole different place. He said, I was shocked when I saw the pool and the was is no joke. That's an infinity pool. Nobody went swimming. Frank, I don't allow others to stop me from fuck attitude. Life, man, he'll be 70 October. I don't think he's ever been out of the country before. Is Yeah, he says clean as hell, no trash in the streets. It's organized. Come on, W Secret to Success. You know where I am. I'm damn. He don't do a lot outside. Too hot him over here. But I'm in a place really where if they didn't have this piece of Wi-Fi, you wouldn't have any Wi-Fi here. I mean, this place is secluded, man. I mean, the fact that I'm coming live or trying to come live, man, give me credit for trying, guys. But yeah, it's a different feel. He said it's way cleaner than other places I've been to. For it to be a city of 1 million, man, you're exactly right. And I think people miss that point. Get there, and I'm like, well, oh, as far as a city, I mean, if that's what you want, the city, I really didn't come here for the city. I kind of painted myself into a corner simply because, I've got a family over here, really. But as much as I can get away and come to a place like this, I do. But if you're looking for a city, Jamie lives in Davao, he'll tell you. And you got to realize, Angelo, if you're on here right now, this is Jamie. Y'all should hook up. Y'all from the damn same neighborhood. He said, Don was a great guy too. Big burly teddy bear. Yo, man, there was a lot of good guys there. Yeah, I don't know what happened. And he gets around good. I keep forgetting, Sam, that you're in your 70s, I think. Believe it or not. Yeah, and see, that's another thing, Thomas. Thanks for making this point. He said, keep doing your own thing, Cal. You keep the guys together by doing your live stream. Yeah, we got a base of people that be on these live streams, man. And it's almost like when I meet guys in person at these meet and greets, it's like I know them already. Yeah, it was better, but he's over there spraying these tables and stuff. Yeah, Duterte wasn't no joke in his day, but Duterte's gotten old. He said, I knew you'll come back live. Well, he didn't know. I'm back because of the people. If you knew how many messages and emails and stuff I received, I have to listen to y'all, man, because if it were not for my viewers and subscribers, I wouldn't have a channel. I mean, that's just simple as it is. I mean, I'm going to get on here and, yeah, okay, you were right. Pat yourself on the back for that. He said, yeah, me and Jamie will get together soon, right, Jamie? Yeah, it would really be nice if y'all did because Jamie's a great guy. And that makes a difference, man, if you're by yourself. See, that's why me and John got so tight. If you just have one person that you can talk to and socialize with from time to time. So we didn't hang out, me and John, but we went to a few places together. He said, yeah, absolutely. But I gave away everything to come to the Philippines. I mean, really, I literally gave away everything. Even though I sold my BMW, I basically gave it away. I didn't get a profit. I mean, the guy who bought that, he's so happy because it was a 2002 330 Ci. You just don't see them on the road. I mean, it was pristine. I mean, it was like a charcoal gray with a black interior. It was beautiful. It was one of the nicest ragging cars I've ever had. I mean, the one thing I like about BMW, when you hit that gas, you gone. It ain't no, when you come off an exit and you see cars coming, you hit that gas, boom, you gone. It's not like some of the other cars I've had. He said, I'm not a paid member, but definitely a grateful subscriber. Whatever you put out, I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Honestly, I have to listen to my viewers and subscribers. Some people never make it over here, guys. I'm sorry. They just won't do it. They have to come to the Philippines through me. And honestly, when the deeper you come into Mindanao, the thicker the women get. There's some thick women here. There's some thick ones right here on this resort. Yeah, they call it the city of law and order. No, we're not in Sikihor. We're in Glen. We're in Sarangani province. We're on the Cocoa Beach Resort, Gumasa Beach. It's actually called Gumasa Beach because this is Barangay Gumasa. Hey, Jeffrey, thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother. Jeffrey's the one sending me that microphone. It's kind of like a setup. I don't know if the microphone is going to be set up like Michael Beach Your Life. Michael Beach Your Life has real equipment, guys. He's a real legitimate videographer, I guess you would call him. He could probably make documentaries with the equipment he's got. He does just got that little setup. He got a bunch of stuff I've seen, and he's a photographer too. He's got all that stuff, man, that you need. He's forcing me to kind of like take it to a whole other level because if I had the equipment he had and doing the vlogs that I do, man, it makes all the difference. Go and watch that video. I said another epic Sunshine Shoulders meet and greet. It's almost like I'm on television. He says, I'll touch base with you tomorrow. Today I got to grab soil, grub, and change some cash. He said, you gave all your stuff away? Yeah. Did you even have a place to come back to? See, that's a great point, man. See, you get it, man. No, I didn't. This is what I was trying to tell my wife. After 6 months, she's ready to go back. I'm like, what are we going back to? We gave everything away, all my furniture, everything. I told all my customers, I'm an insurance agent. I'm gone. I'm retiring. I had nothing to go back to, so I had to make it work here. I work best when my back's against the wall. And she didn't understand that, man. I could not get her to understand that. Like, look, don't worry about that damn visa. And imagine if she'd have stayed, we can't tell the future. There's the pandemic. No way they'd have took your visa, lady. I mean, as long as you're married to me, you don't have to worry about a visa. Even if you'd have lost that, which you would not have, you could have flown to Guam or anything like that. But no, I had nothing to go back to. Even now, I have nothing to go back to. Everything's here. It was all or nothing for me here, David. This is what I'm gonna talk about on my video today. I don't have time, man, to be messing around. This is the fourth quarter. A lot of guys we play it safe. We rent because we don't want to take the risk in buying nothing. Okay, well, then you're gonna get what you're gonna get. You're not gonna be able to enjoy your fourth quarter. I'm gonna enjoy it. I also bought an M3 back in the day. Well, I actually didn't have an M3, but I know what you're saying. I mean, I couldn't go anywhere. Everywhere I went, people wanted to look at the car. I remember one time I went to gasoline. I'm in there, paying for my gas. I come out, the guys, he's all looking around. Man, I've been looking for this forever. You want to sell this car? And I had new into it and basically gave away. Yeah, mine was automatic. Yeah, that thick. It's a couple of them on this damn resort. I mean, they're thick, not fat, just thick, like they are down here. But being in Mindanao, I was telling Maryland this. It's almost like being in a whole other country because really it is. They're totally different here. The way they cook the food, the languages, everything. I mean, we're way off the beaten path where I am now. I mean, remember, we're the southernmost tip of the Philippines. We're way far from anybody. I mean, this is isolated. I mean, it's a good thing they got that peso Wi-Fi. You're not gonna have Wi-Fi here, man. I mean, that's how you're way far from anything. Jamie will tell you he's on here. He's been here before. You don't hear nothing but these birds chirping and all that stuff. You're in the deep province. He said that that girl that kicked back all those shots of tequila make home okay. Yeah, I mean, she's a Viking though. She's been drinking like that ever since we met her 2 years ago. When we first met her, see that's TJ's. She works for TJ. Um, and they came to St. Carlos City, and she was knocking back beers and stuff. Then I was like, wow. But no, she's really a Viking, man. Okay, she was with us the next day at Samal Island. But you got to understand, after uh, they left that meet and greet, they went back to the um, condo and was drinking again. They posted some videos on Facebook. They're still drinking. And remember, she won that bottle, that fifth of wine from drinking all that stuff. Yeah. He says, I met some good people at the meet and greet. Had a chance to put a face to an emoji. It was a peaceful and friendly event. Good conversation, enjoyment, no chest pounding or jealousy. He loved it. Yeah, a guy was asking me, he said, man, how is 53 Shades Dark? I said, man, he's different than his videos. I said, the guy that he is, for some reason, it's not um, coming through on his videos. I mean, this guy really is a cool guy, man. I don't know what it is, but it's not coming through on your videos, who you really are and why people would like being around you and stuff. This guy's a retired policeman, and also um, he's retired from the military. Remember, I told you that the guys who are attracted to me, who really come around me and stuff, man, they're established, man. There's no riffraff, guys. It's not no Pookies and Ray Rays over here in the Philippines. I don't know what it is. We have less of a percentage of Pookies and Ray Rays than any other place in Southeast Asia. I would bet on that. You can't be over here fooling around. I mean, I guess there's a sprinkling of them, but I haven't met one yet. Okay, unless I'm talking about expats. I ain't talking about people who visit here. I'm talking about people who live here. You can't be over here fooling around. It's too far away. I'm sorry. He said things are so bad here in the Matrix, you can no longer write a personal check. I had to stand in line at Walmart for a money order. I just can't take it anymore. Got me cursing like a farmer. I'm glad I'm not there for that damn election, man. I was reading some stuff on that shooter who tried to assassinate Trump, and he was like a step ahead of the Secret Service. This guy did his homework, man. You know, the Secret Service and all those snipers and stuff, they didn't save Trump. Trump was saved by chance, man. He moved his head at just the right time, man. That bullet whizzed by and hit his ear. Otherwise, it's smacking the back of his head. He's dead. Yeah, Davao is on a whole other level as far as I'm concerned, as far as cities. But why I put it at the top would be because I love the beach. So my island, I was watching a video of a guy named Drew. He's literally the Anthony Bourdain of the Philippines. Is what he does. He goes around, goes to the restaurants and different stuff like that. And he was on Samar Island. It was a whole different Samar Island than what I saw. We just was at just a little tiny piece of that island, man. That place is all that. I mean, there's beaches there that rival this beach. I mean, as far as the width and the length. See, this beach is about 1 kilometer long. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna try to walk the whole thing with a video. And it's just as wide. It's not as wide as Boracay, but it's wide as hell. It's wider than Panglao Bahal. Panglao Bahal just has that strip there. You know, it's like a party place. You know, there's no clubs or anything here. I'm glad you're getting the equipment you need for your live stream. Yeah, it's talking. That's why I got down here now. It's talking about a return on investment. But I wasn't talking about my YouTube channel. I was talking about retirement. I put 40 plus years into the system. I'm gonna get something back. That's the type of return on investment I'm talking about. Okay, what we put in versus what we get out. See, a lot of people, man, you work all those years, you retire from the military and everything, but you're not getting anything in return. You know, you're just sitting back at your house, and maybe that's what that's the return that you wanted. But I want a return on my investment of all those years, man. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna take some chances over here. Oh wow, Robert, he said he sold his van. Yeah, I knew when you dropped the price, you were gonna sell it. So you got a nice little piece of change in your pocket, man. Come on and book that trip. What's up, Jesse? James said, yeah, Cal, you're back. I'm back, man. By popular demand, the people wanted me back, so I came back, man. Because this is your channel, really. I'm not like those guys. I don't have a blown up ego, and I know that if it wasn't for y'all, I would have no channel. I was very fortunate enough to be at the right place at the right time. My channel got some traction, and hey, I'm here. I'm proud of that. We were talking about that on the boat to Samar Island because guys want to they try to beat you over the head. The fact that you need YouTube to survive over here. You're damn right. Without my YouTube channel, I'm on the hamster wheel. Would you rather be on the damn hamster wheel or have a YouTube channel where you can chill out on the beach wherever I wanted to go to around the world? I could go. I mean, but it's just jealousy and this is ignorance, man. I'm like, guys, grow up. And then the guy was talking about, oh, he don't have to take his Social Security at 62. Fool, I'm taking it because I want to. Y'all are ignorant. I mean, to the ninth degree. Like you guys, I don't understand what Kool-Aid y'all drinking. Y'all fools to think like that, to make videos like that. The video was supposed to have been about a troll, but he made it all about me and the fact that I need YouTube to live, and I'm gonna take my Social Security at 62, and he don't need to do that. I'm like, yeah, but you working, stupid. You know, whatever you doing. He said, yeah, Beach of Life got the best equipment. Yeah, he's good for what he does. He is, man. Michael Beach of Life is no joke. I mean, from the first time I met him, even before I met him, and we did a FaceTime one time, he's serious about what he does. I don't even know if he could go in business over here. I don't know if anybody in the Philippines is good at that as him, but I don't think he would want to take anybody's business. But he could certainly go in business doing that. Yeah, he said I meant 335. Yeah, I had a 330 CI, but it was an automatic. But yeah, um, I want a return on my investment. I'm so thankful I was able to extend my fourth quarter, man, and my retirement by having a YouTube channel that was fortunate enough because you're just fortunate, man. You're very lucky. Guys like us who are over here who don't, we're not Mr. Beast and we're not these other channels who literally spend hours and hours and hours, on their videos and they got themes and different stuff. We're just sitting behind the camera just talking about our life overseas, man. And to be able to get monetized like that, man, it's almost like a dream come true. When you see people wherever, if you ever looking at a video and they knocking somebody for that, man, change the channel, man. They're not talking about nothing. First of all, nobody's watching them anyway. Yeah, I'm in a pretty good space right now, so I'm gonna stay here. Hey, what's up, Jesse? But we're in Manny Pacquiao's neighborhood. The last time I was here, actually on the way here, um, his office is not far from here, where he sits. If he's still a senator, I'm thinking he is. It's not far. He represents Sarangani province, and of course he's from General Santos. One of his mansions, and we didn't get to see it, is a tourist attraction. I mean, because this guy, he came from nothing, but he's still humble. Um, I want to thank the guys watching now. Colin B. He sent me a picture. I think it was you, Colin B. Sent me a picture of you and Manny Pacquiao together. You was taking some type of karate exercises over here just recently. Yeah, he says that's not a day that goes by that I don't want to get rid of everything I own and start a new life. I'm so depressed with Groundhog's Day. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm living the dream, really. I'm living my dreamed up life. I really don't care what people think about it. I mean, the fact that they can make content on my life, it tells you that I must be doing something good. I mean, I really must have an exciting life if you want to make a video talking about me, but I'm living my dreamed up life, man. I don't give a damn what people say. You got to get to that point, guys. We're in our 60s now. A lot of y'all in your mid to late 50s. We're in our 60s, 70s, some 80s. You got to get to the point where you don't give a damn. Like, okay, I put in all this time. I'm going to get something out of it. If I want to marry a 25-year-old, hell, I'll do it. If I want to come to Glen Sarangani province where they say, hey, don't come there, it's dangerous there, well, I'm going to do it. He said, yeah, Davao would be a great choice. I would definitely think about buying a condo there for business purposes. That's Samoa Island, so close, 7 minutes, and it would be worth it. Yeah, that's what puts Davao at the top for me now. I mean, it's unbelievable, man, when you think that much as I like the beach, I could be there in 7 minutes. It's the same with Sapaway Island, where I live in St. Carlos City, but it's nothing like Samoa Island. Nothing like Samoa Island. There's real white sand over there. It's just like if I was living in General Santos, I would be here every weekend because you get in that van. That van is no joke, guys. I don't know how they're paid. I guess they're paid by trip because, I mean, it's really dangerous in those vans. So many people, look it up if you think I'm playing. So many innocent people lose their lives every year in them damn vans. And the drivers don't get the memo. It's like an alcoholic or something who thinks I don't have a problem with alcohol. Or that's just him. That's not me. Man, these guys drive so crazy, man. I mean, but you don't have a choice. You have to take that risk if you want to come here. There's no buses that come from General Santos to here. I didn't see any. Some people, I think Jamie, I think y'all rented y'all own van. That would be another way to do it. But when you get in the vans, wherever you're going in the Philippines, man, you're putting your life in their hands, man. Because I guess he was rushing to get here so he could get another trip to go back to General Santos. I mean, this guy, they drive crazy. What's up, BT? Say, yeah, I'm back, man. I'm better though. Yeah, she was up and running the next day like nothing uh, ever happened. Even me in my best day of drinking, I couldn't do that. She's a Viking, but remember, she's young. There's no way I could do that. Now, Maryland, the little bit she had, she was down for 2 days, guys, okay? Maryland was down for 2 days. Yeah, she's hardcore. When I first met her, man, we were all at Center Mall just sitting around, they drinking beer, and, we're eating barbecue and stuff. And next thing you know, a car pulls up. She jumps in and leaves with some guy, right? And I'm like, wow. See, this is before I even knew anything about. And remember, this only a couple of years ago. I'm slow. Um, what's the name of that dating site everybody goes to where you're swiping right? She had swiped right and hooked up with a guy, boom, just like that, in St. Carlos City. I was like, wow, she works fast. Yeah, Jamie said all the guys were successful, professionals, and very friendly. They were, man. Some people got an attitude. They said, well, why didn't you invite me to the meet and greet? I'd have came. And I'm like, man, there is no invitation. I just put it out there that we have a meet and greet. Everybody's invited. He said, no real love is about the money. Well, it's like, who gives a damn, guys? Why should you care? You're 60 something years old. I mean, okay, where are you going to find real love anyway? And how do you know it's real love? Okay, this is what I'm not going to waste my time on anymore. If you think a woman wants you for your good looks and intelligence, okay, then you never really know real love. The only real love you got is from your dog, your mother, and your kids. Okay, that's it. Real love. Man, we're too old to be talking about real love. Okay? Are you happy? Are you satisfied, man? That's what you should be worried about. You contented, okay? Because if you take the woman out of the equation, would you even still come to the Philippines? I would. Because when I came here, I already had a woman. And when I came in 2009, it wasn't for a woman. I didn't even know all this was over here when I came in 2009. But I can't tell people why to come to the Philippines. But if you're looking for real love, man, I don't know if you're ever going to find that. He said Trump was super lucky. Yeah. I'll tell you what, he was, man. But it's scary to think all that money that they put in security for people like that, and they couldn't protect him. That the head of Secret Service resigned the next day, which she should have. Imagine the building he was on was less than 400 feet. It was about 400 yards away from Trump. Every roof should have been secured, man. That was the only one, and he knew it. I don't know how he knew it. Yeah, he said, Calvin, don't forget to let your viewers know about the taxi drivers here. Great point. I talked about it before, but I do want to bring it up because, okay, people use Grab all the time, right? And rightfully so when you're in Cebu, Manila. But if you're in Davao, you don't need Grab. Matter of fact, Grab is so expensive in Davao. I don't know why. The taxi drivers, man, they're at attention when you get in there. They don't do anything but keep their eyes on the road. There's no trying to get extra. There's nothing like that. The meter is all they use in the valve. Okay. You do not need Grab. Grab, the only thing about Grab, it comes right to your door. But you see, okay, when we went from Angelo's house to the Ecoland bus terminal, Grab charged me 460 pesos. 142 of that was their service fee. But yeah, but it's always been here. Remember, I told y'all that when you get to Davao, the taxi drivers, they'll apologize for the taxi drivers in Manila. When I first came here in 2010, that's what happened. They call it the city of law and order. They will not cheat you, guys. They're scared to death. They have a reputation, man, in Davao of being the city of law and order, and they're not going to mess that up. Because they said, well, how would somebody know? Trust me, they would know. Okay. But all these years it's still the same. The minute you get to Cebu, you get in the cab. Well, where are you going? Then they say, well, how much? What do you mean? Whatever the meters is, you know. And then in Cebu and Manila and those places, even Dumaguete, they'll try to charge you based on the traffic. Oh, it's heavy traffic. Well, get another job, man. You knew that going in. Don't, you can't make me pay for that. But they will. That's the conversation you're having with those taxi drivers, not in Davao. But the traffic's always moving there. He said it wasn't his turn yet. No, well, I don't believe in that either. Trump he just so happened to turn at the right time. Or if you're the shooter, the wrong time. But you can hasten your death, and people can hasten your death. I don't believe it's written in stone that okay, this is the day you're gonna die or whatever it is. I just think your time runs out. Well, he said, I'll never pay a woman to love me. When the money runs out, so does the love. There is no love. What are you gonna get? What you the woman? Okay, you come over here. You're 60, and you want a beautiful young woman or a beautiful attractive woman. There's a reason you're here. So she's supposed to give you that for free. Okay, is that what it is? You want something for nothing? Well, nature frowns on the desire to get something for nothing. You're not gonna get something for nothing. Okay, I'm sorry. No matter where you are, if you're with a woman now in your modern Western country, you're paying one way or the other. Okay, you're not getting something for nothing, dude. You out of touch with reality. I'm sorry, but you are. Hey, thank you, man. And that's what I want to be, an example. I want to be an inspiration. There's people out there right now, man, who can jump off the hamster wheel. They're just afraid to do it. You know, you can work too long. Okay, I mean, how much longer are you going to work? People are afraid to outlive their money. If you got a pension, you're not going to outlive your money. I mean, we're listening to other people's advice about living your life. It's crazy when you think about it. You got to live your own life. Why is it all about money anyway? If you got a nice pension and you do your research and be like, man, they're talking about Vietnam as the cheapest country to live in now. Hey, look at Vietnam. Go over there. Hey, can I live here? What's the trade-offs if you're afraid about running out of money? Because you're certainly going to run out of money over there. You're going to just keep on working, I guess, until you die. Because I don't know if you can have enough money over there. I don't get it. Hey, thank you, man. He said the Secret Service are a bunch of yahoos. I don't know. I mean, you ain't gonna get close to the president. I mean, they did with Reagan, but sometimes it's just a fluke. Like this guy was really a fluke. Okay, imagine if Frank, if he's not safe, what's that say about us? If a former president is not safe, they can reach out and touch us at any time, man. Trump. I tell you, boy, he was very, very fortunate. I mean, really. I mean, this guy got off so many shots before they even killed him. Because you got to realize they saw this man before it all happened. The Secret Service saw him. The sniper saw him. They were texting back and forth. But then they lost track of him. Yeah, you got to give the people what they want. He said, how can I get in contact with you? I was in Cebu a couple of months ago, but I had no email to reach you. My email is actually on my YouTube channel, but it's Cal Roach, CalRoach1 at gmail.com. If you still on, Jacob, put that on there for me. What's up, Marshall? He said, I heard it was nice there when I was in Cebu. It is. This is one of those places that very few people come to. It's just off the beaten track. They go to the tried and true places. Boracay, Hanglava Hall, Puerto Galera, Palawan. Man, don't you realize there's 2,000 islands that people live on here? There's probably so many beaches here that you could never see them all. But they go to the tried and true, Kate Dallas. They don't go to places like this. They just don't go. I mean, it's obvious that they don't. We're the only tourists there. I mean, I'm the only international tourist there. There may be somebody from General Santos or Davao or somebody there, but I'm the only international tourist right here today. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that people want pocket watch you anyway. I mean, I never knew this kind of stuff existed till I came over here and got on YouTube. I'm very naive, guys. I promise you I am. I'm very naive about a lot of things. I had no idea that you got grown ass men, worried about you, worried about your life, man. What about your own life? You only have so much time in the day. I promise you, I'm not going to spend any time worrying about you, I love LaChine. And you're a cool guy, but I'm not going to worry about you. Yeah, it's time to get rid of you, dude. You're a troll. I ain't got time for that. I'm not going to waste my time anymore. I'm just going to zap you. He's talking about taking advantage of people. Come on, guys. Well, he doesn't really spend a lot of time on his channel. Um, if he did, trust me, he'd have a great channel. He would. Because he's got that equipment, man. That's all you need. But yeah, you do kind of need the content too. But if you got content and equipment, I mean, he's got top notch. I just don't know of any, the expat vloggers. I don't think anybody has the type of equipment he's got. We're just basically using our phones, not him. Hey, the Signal Enigma, thanks for that super chat, man. I appreciate it. He said, thanks, Cal, for all your advice. I'm down 20 pounds and successfully building my book of business. I couldn't have done it without your guidance. Thanks, brother. Hey, thank you, man. I got your message. I hope you read what I responded on WhatsApp. Ask those questions. What if you decide to walk away? Is there a no compete clause in there where when I walked away and went independent, I could not come back to my former customers for 2 years, even though I did, because I was selling a totally different product. But yeah, ask those type of questions, man. Yeah, I'm sure, bro. That's what these guys are. He said, one of the many reasons I can't wait to get back to the Philippines, I love giving up to American politics, the Western culture, and treating people of all colors equally. Keep up the good fight. Yeah, you said it all, man, and that's what you're going to get here. You don't have to worry about that stuff unless you get around other Americans. We didn't talk about that stuff at the meet and greet, but you're exactly right. That's one of the pros of being here. You get none of that unless they bring it up. Like the guy said, "Oh, it's all black people at your meet and greet." I said, "Well, they're the ones that showed up. What I'm supposed to do? Stop them at the door and say you can't get in?" But when I'm in Dumageddon and I'm the only black man at the damn meet and greets, or one of two, okay, no one says, "Oh, it's all white guys there." When you're in the Philippines, you don't get that stuff, and that's what I like. Maryland didn't even know who Trump was, believe it or not. Matthew John Travis says, "I've been in that situation over there, being the only foreign in all Ash Stern. It's odd feeling. Yeah, you'll get used to it though. Yeah, I got rid of them, but I'm sorry. You know, Aeon, she said the video's blurry. You got to realize you're lucky to even have a video live stream today. I'm at the southernmost tip of the Philippines. I mean, if they didn't have this peso Wi-Fi, there would be no Wi-Fi. So I'm just glad that we've got that. So, that's about the best we can do. He said, there you go, have a nice day. He said, as soon as my kid finished school, got a good job, paid off his loan, bought him a car, retired 6 months later, been in Angeles since March. Social Security, 401k, bank savings, 3,600 a month until I'm 94. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, so it wouldn't have made sense for you to stay in that rat race. I left the rat race for all the reasons the guy said. You know, the hamster wheel, that's just a whole other beast right there. But just the rat race. See, that's what he's talking about. This is GI rye. He said, all that stuff, man. He said, great, blast all the trolls. We don't want Cal getting headaches from those clowns. We want to keep the live streams going on positive vibes. They don't give me headaches. I just took a break. I wanted y'all to see what y'all were missing because I think I'm being taken for granted. It's not many people who do the live streams like me. They're boring, man. They sit there and they go one comment to the next, and it's boring. I can't watch them. Okay. But I saw when I took my break, people were trying to jump into my void. People who never did live streams before, it didn't work, man. You know, he said, I'm on top of the world. Yeah. He said, I love hearing that. That's what it's all about. Cash before carry. He said, cash before ass. No sound. He said, hey, Cal, let's do a Sunshine Show's community softball game. I think it would be a good meetup or bowling game. Yeah. Now, when I was right before Typhoon Odette, I was in Cebu. And, they've got a group of men that meet. They go bowling. They'll go to the movies. It's just that we're so spread out. Uh, it's one or two of us in San Carlos City that's part of Sunshine Show's community, but I don't even think they're into sports or anything or bowling. Okay? I mean, they're living there for a quarter the way they want to, but they're just not into it. Or, they're into their woman or whatever it is. Okay, Jamie, take care, man. Thanks. He said they're making a new retirement visa for the Philippines. I know they had stopped one. They had one before where you could be 35 and retire here. I forgot what they called it, and they discontinued it. Are they bringing that back? But either way it goes, one thing about um, the Philippines, when you do a retirement visa here, it's still your money. you can get that back. You're not buying it like a lot of these other countries. Okay, and with the 36-month, long-term stay tourist visa, you really don't need it. I mean, unless you um, want to work here, unless you want to go to school here, own a business, and you become a permanent resident. But if you don't have 20,000 or 10,000 or even 1,500, if you're honorably discharged vet and with a pension, by the way, you got to have a pension with those amounts of money, guys. That's what people don't understand. Then the tourist visa will be good. I mean, 36 months to leave for one day and come back. But you got people over here, and they're Americans. They're screaming at immigration, trying to get people like me in trouble who I don't have a pension. So I can't do the special SRV. But they want to tell them, hey, he's over here on a tourist visa for so many years. I mean, it's like, come on, guys, y'all need to stop that. Grow up, man. And we have no, um, nothing that I'm doing has any impact on your life. Even if it's 1 million people over here on a tourist visa, it doesn't impact your life, not one bit. As a matter of fact, it's putting money into the system more than a regular one of those special visas. But this is the stuff we spend our time on. Are you that bored that now you want to compare? Oh, I got this special visa and he's on a tourist visa, and want to make it seem like we're two different classes of people. We're not. Okay. He said, there's something in my head. He said, Calvin, I feel America has a bullying problem and doesn't try to solve it, especially in schools. That's why mass shootings happen, because of bullying, putting people down. Yeah, well, bullying's everywhere. It, uh, you know, but you're right. We do have a problem over there. I don't like bullies. I was bullied in the 6th grade till I finally fought back. Most bullies are cowards. Okay, but remember, a coward will kill you quicker than a tough guy. And that's what goes on with these school shootings. They don't realize you can pick on the wrong person, and that's usually what happens with a bully. See, a lot of the people who get killed in those school shootings were the bullies. That's just how it is. They're the reason the man picked up the gun. Well, I'm pretty sure they knew who Obama was, but they didn't know. They don't pay a lot of attention to the. Hey, Lawrence, thanks for that super sticker. They don't pay a lot of attention to outside politics over here. Even the politics here, they'll talk about it during the election, but that's it. Other than that, they're busy living their life. I mean, we argue about everything: religion, sports. Uh, does your girlfriend love you for real? Just stupid stuff. Okay, this is what My girlfriend's better than yours. She has a college degree, yours doesn't. Mine's from the city, yours is from the province. Now, America, we have an arguing problem. We'll argue about anything. We have this infatuation with being right. You know, uh, it's just to the point in my life where I don't want the headache that goes along with being right sometimes. He said, I was watching this expat who broke up with his girlfriend. She said, I'm gonna have you deported. He said, good luck with that. I'm a permanent resident. Military SRV. Yeah. Well, see, uh, that's one of the things that they're going to use. It's a video going around. I don't know if this guy is American. I don't know who it is, but it's actually in General Santos, I believe. Man, where him and the girlfriend is fighting, and man, this girl is having a fit in the mall. She's falling on the ground, screaming and hollering. But Merlin said she said that he hit her outside. Said my father never even hit me. Now, whether he did or not, we didn't see that. All we see is the drama this woman's putting on. And it reminded me of my son's mother. She did the same thing in our apartment complex. And I was like, oh my God. That's when I knew. I said, there's something different about these women. I don't know everything I need to know about. When it looked like our relationship wasn't going to work, or she fell all on the ground. What are your plans for me? And screaming and hollering, and I couldn't stop her, man. It was late at night too. People could hear. I was so embarrassed. And this is what you don't see, because as long as everything's going good, you're never going to see that. That's why I say you got to be careful. When you come over here, you get involved, because they're in it for keeps, man. They're serious. They're dead serious. And we come over here playing games with women. You'll pay a price for that. But it's a ugly video, man. I really felt sorry for both of them, because I couldn't figure out what was going on. But Merlin heard her say that he hit her. Said my father never even hit me. But you can't see that on the video. You see, the video starts with her on the ground outside the entrance to the mall. Then it comes in, and because he's trying to pick her up off the ground, and she falls down. She's screaming and hollering. Everybody's looking. But trust me, they can take that permanent visa from him. Okay, I wouldn't want to be in those shoes, because if she can't get him deported, maybe she'll get him departed. Frank, maybe she'll have him departed. Okay, because it's easy to do over here. Yeah, I believe you can lose that. Yeah, too much drama. He says, I'm going a can of smoked canned spam. Somebody sent me some. I don't know if it's over here, but I think it was OG Fred. Sent me a case of spam. 12 was smoked and 12 was regular spam. It was delicious, by the way. And I didn't know if it was good for me or not, but it was damn good. Yeah, your blood pressure, breathing over our health. The problem is this when it comes to politics and what we argue about. It's the personalities. We're arguing Trump versus Harris. We don't know their politics. We don't know them personally. We don't know anything about them. It's just that you're for Trump and they're for Harris, and that's what you're arguing about. All the Republicans, all the Democrats. That's really, there's nothing. There's no substance to the argument. It's just that you're on one side and they're on the other, and it's just so crazy, man. It's not worth raising my blood pressure. Yeah, see, he said, I don't want the headache that comes with being right. Now that's good preaching. It's true, man. I don't want it, because that's what's going to happen. You're going back and forth, beating your point into the ground. It's that old goat argument. That damn goat argument, man. Well, it just depends. Oh, the new one you're talking about costs 20,000. Well, you have to put 20,000 up. You're not paying for it. It's like a bond. It's just like the affidavit of support. When you bring somebody to America on a K-1 visa, spousal visa, it's so that they're not going to be awarded state, and neither are you. So if you get sick over here and you get in the hospital and you can't pay the bill, they're probably going to take it out of that 20,000. Yeah, the tandem may get them. See, um, honestly, like I said, she might not can get you deported, but she can get you departed. I think I'd rather be deported. He says, hey, Cal, I'm flying to General Santos this weekend to visit my girlfriend. How long a drive from General Santos City to where you are today? It's probably about 45 minutes. It took that van driver about 45 minutes. He was driving fast. But it just say an hour, no more than an hour, and you'll be in a whole different world, really. But this is why I came to the Philippines. I didn't come from Manila and all those cities, really. Even though I'm living in San Carlos City, as often as I possibly can, I get out and go to a beach because that's what the Philippines is known for: the beautiful people, the beautiful um, environment, the beaches, the natural beauty. I mean, if you're up in Manila talking about the Philippines doesn't have this and doesn't have that, man, you're missing the point. Yeah, yeah. No, it's true. That's what I told Merlin, but she said, hey, because the video shows her having a fit in the mall. And I said, well, hell, that would be over. She's already showed me who she is. But then she said, no, she said he hit her outside. Well, you only got to show me who you are one time. Hey, Azariah Robinson. He said, we're all guests here and we need to behave like we are, not jerks. Yeah, that's true. But you don't have to be taken advantage of either, though. I mean, you understand. I mean, guests have some rights and privileges too. You don't have to lay down and let people walk over you because you're a guest. As long as you respect the people and respect the culture, I don't think you're going to have any problem. The military SRV is it's 1,400 application fee, and then you have to have a $1,500 bond. But then you got to have a pension. Remember, always remember, guys, and disability is not a pension. You have to have actually Social Security or a real retirement pension. The disability doesn't count, according to Darren Cooper of Cooper's Tire Ventures. He said that's the reason why he couldn't get one here because they didn't count his military disability. Now I don't know. He said General Santos looks good as hell, Cal, recovering from a surprise late Monday night stomach flu and really just getting to see all your content from the last week, today, and yesterday. Hey, what's up, TJ, man? I hope you feel better, man. Thanks again. You set it out, dude. You made that the best meet and greet we've ever had. I'm actually an hour outside of General Santos right now. I'm in, we're in Glen. We're in Sarangani province. I think this is Barangay Gumasa. That's why they call it Gumasa Beach. But yeah, it's beautiful. You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till I really put it on display. Yeah, he said, gonna have to stop bullshitting, get in the van, headed that direction. So yeah, it's not far. It's 3 hours, but we were on a bus. Now, when you're on the bus coming from Davao to uh, General Santos, they're gonna stop twice for security checks. But they're not long stops. They stop, you get off, you got a bag, you gotta get off and let the military check it. You walk through and you wait on the other side for the bus. You do that twice. Now I don't know if it's coming back. So in a private van, it's probably not going to take you 3 hours. Probably take you 2.5 hours, something. It's worth it though. Yeah, but he said, "Damn, throwing a temper tantrum like a toddler." But Merlin said she said something about he hit her outside, and I don't know. This is a black guy, Merlin, because I couldn't really see. But Merlin said, "No, this is a black guy." I don't know if he's American because you can't hear what he's saying. But you talking about a crowded mall? This lady was going off, man. I mean, she's going off. I mean, I'd have just turned around and walked out and got in a taxi. I wouldn't even try to calm her down. I mean, she was hollering, screaming, and Now she's talking in her language. So that lets you know something. She's trying to tell the people around her something that you can't understand. He uh, he would have been best um, to just get the hell away from that because he's trying to pick her up off the ground and she's scooting around on the ground. If I can get the video, I'll share it. Said, "What's up, TJ? What's up, Michael Alexander? Hey, Thomas, are you welcome?" Yeah, drama, Rama. This is bad drama, man. It's the worst I've ever seen over here with a foreigner in the Philippines. Although I experienced it, but it was at least inside my house, even though the neighbors could hear. I was so embarrassed, man, because they see me, I'm reserved, and they're probably wondering like, what the hell is going on in there? I mean, she was doing the same thing the lady was doing, so we was at home. And I try to pick her up, and she's just falling back, screaming and hollering. I'm like, God, that's it. I'm out of here. I don't know, but I know you have to have either what? Don't you have to have a honorable or general? But you have to have the pension. He said, watching as I sit in Manila traffic. Yeah, that's one thing Davao doesn't have. Now remember, I was when it came to my mind, like, damn, this Davao is really nice. It was on a Sunday, but we arrived on a Friday night, so I was there all day Saturday. And hell, we made a left. We had to make a left turn on a busy street to get into the Aeon, man. If you tried that in Cebu or Manila, man, I don't even think you could do it. And uh, you would never get a chance to do that unless it's 3 in the morning. Certainly in Zamboanga, you couldn't do it. Yeah, TJ's leaving for a few days. I'm not sure. That should be a good question to ask um, a lawyer over here. We're at the Cocoa Beach Resort, Pete, but there's several right along this stretch. There's going to be several resorts. I think the one next to us is called the Whitehaven Resort, and I don't know. And then there's several, but this is Cocoa Beach. This is pretty nice. I like it. I stayed here 13 years ago, but it wasn't this nice. But that whichever one you stay in, you're gonna have access to that whole beach. Oh, okay. He said, "What's up?" Yeah, he said, "Works for the birds." He said, "Cal, I plan on joining the military. I would love to visit the Philippines. I want to see what the culture's like. I'm 25." Yeah, man. Hell, you may if going to the Navy, you may end up over here anyway. Yeah, shout out to Kaz, man. He's a good guy, man. Finally met him. Oh, okay. He said a bunch of my cards got scammed. Yeah, you got to be careful. I know that 3 of my cards, when I did that walk to Dumagetti, which in September it'll be a year, imagine how time flies. 3 of my cards, man, got hacked. I mean, all at once, the same time. And I don't know who did that. I had to get all new cards. And of course, I don't have the physical cards. When I finally go back to America, I'm going to get the physical card. But now they've got something else that you can use when you're online. It's a security measure. They give you another number, a whole other credit card number and everything. What's it called? A virtual card. Yeah, Well, actually, he hit me with an email right before I got on the bus to come here, but now he's like disappeared. I can't. He won't return any of my emails, but he did say he was very busy because he says he's planning for his wedding. He sent me a picture of him and his fiance. But he said he was coming down here to Glen to check out some of these, um, resorts for I think a pictorial. You know how they here it's a tradition where they do the pictorial, him and the bride. But yeah, he went rogue on me. I thought maybe we were gonna be able to have dinner with him or something. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna continue the live streams. I just took a break and then people were asking me to come back. And I did because this is your channel, man. It's not mine. I just took the break for me. But a lot of people said, man, I enjoy those live streams and when I'm at work, it keeps me connected to the Philippines and other people. And I said, okay, I'll come back. But this will be a great place. Let's say, for instance, if you're on your honeymoon, this Cocoa Beach would be the perfect place for your honeymoon. You're not around a whole lot of people. Not even a honeymoon though. If I was visiting a woman in General Santos, this is where we would be. I would get out of that city. I would just come here. You're only gonna be here for 2 weeks. They got rooms here. I think they're 15. Some of the rooms here are 1,500. Some of them are 2,000. The 1,500 are fan rooms. I don't see any. Um, and they got some for 2,000, but you have to use the communal CR. Then the ones we're staying are 3,500 with your own CR. But they've got these. Now the locals, see, they're smarter than us. Remember when people talking about live like a local? If you watch my video, you see these huts. I forget what they call them, but you can rent them for 500 pesos for the whole day or 600 overnight. Well, they rent it overnight. You're literally right on the beach, and it's got the nets for the mosquitoes. All you have to do really is bring your sleeping bag, and you're in there, man, for 600. And you use the bathrooms here. Yeah, I think they said that she said he hit her in her language. So she's telling everybody around him, them, that he hit her. That's not good. Because she really, especially in General Santos, when you walk in the mall like I did, we went to KCC Mall. That's where we had to catch the van to come here. But we just went there first to get something to eat. They looked at me like they saw a ghost. So he was a black guy too. And then all of a sudden, this woman screaming and hollering. Man, I don't know. If I was him, I'd get out of there. Yeah, it's a bad look for the foreigner, man. Yeah, hit the like, guys. Yeah, but see, I don't get the very seldom do I get the foreigner price. Do I pay the Philippine tax? Because most of the places I go to clearly marked. The prices are clearly marked. If we need to go somewhere where they're not clearly marked, I send Maryland. Now, of course, the taxis and stuff like that, when you're in these urban cities, but not in Davao, you're gonna pay extra, man, because they think you got it. Okay, like okay, for instance, I told you on my video from all the way from General Santos to here on the van, it was 150 pesos. That's an hour. This is an hour. Now, 15 minutes from the van terminal to here, and I was charged 200 because they saw me. But I didn't care because I was tired. I just wanted to get here and lay down and go to the beach. But I think normally it's 100. But most of the time, um, Yeah, hit the like and go back to the comment section. It's that easy if you're on the phone. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, he said the highest withdrawal is 200 to 400. But you can do that 5 times, TJ. But of course, you're going to get taxed 5 times then and there. Now, if you have child swab, they'll give it back to you. But right then and there, you're going to get taxed 5 times. But you're right. But I think it's up to $1,000 a day. Okay. Yeah, but TJ, why don't you get you a bank account over here? I mean, you're over here enough that you can get you a bank account. I would. That way you wouldn't have that problem. Just open you up a bank account. It's real simple here. That's one of the reasons I got one. I've saved so much on ATM fees and remittance fees. Because if you need several $1,000s, you just go get it. Now at PNB, which is where I have my account, you can only withdraw 20,000 out without getting a signature. But they know me now. If I needed more, like when I was buying that house, the very first time I went to get any money, I had to show her. We had to show her the plans. We had to show uh, something from the rock engineering. But once we did that, I had no problems going in there getting that money. He said, "Yeah, going to immigration is a pain in the ass sometimes." Yeah, but more likely there's an immigration service where you pay them 1,000 pesos. I use JRC immigration. I'm sorry, man. That's the best style. See, that's smart money, man. When you're over here in the Philippines, there's smart money, then you're throwing away your money. Sometimes, people are like, well, it's 1,000 pesos. They do everything for you. You don't have to sit there, you don't have to keep coming back, checking and everything like that. It's worth 1,000 pesos. I just go there, give them my passport. They already fill out everything and just sign it. Come back the next day and it's done. It's worth it, man. It's really worth it, especially if you live in, one of these urban cities. Now, Bacala is not bad, but when I went to Dumaguete, because JRC Consultancy is right next to the immigration. See, they've got a connection in immigration. That's why they can do all that for you. They're literally right next door. Or if you live in Cebu, especially Manila, man. I did my extension in Manila one time. Yes, it was a whole day process. Now, this was like 2010, 2011. Maybe it's better now. But it's just too many people. I mean, that immigration in Manila is crazy. It's almost like that in Cebu. Hey, Kevin, thank you. He said, I'm glad to see you back, Cal. Good to be back. Yeah, but I mean, not right away. It's on the next business cycle or whatever. You're going to get it back, but they still take it. But yeah, sometimes if you don't feel like if you go to immigration and you got to stand in a long line and they'll tell you, hey, come back in several hours or whatever it is, look into one of these immigration services. They charge me 1,000 pesos. Now, okay, listen to this. This is what I'm getting ready to do if I don't go home. Because if I go home, it's gonna take me two months. I can do the uh, I can expedite my passport renewal. But here in JRC, they'll do that for me for 3,000 pesos. Okay, it's gonna cost me that to go from San Carlos City to Cebu. Then I got to call and make the appointment and all of that. They'll do all that for you. So when I'm there to do my extension, which I do 2 months at a time, it's going to take 2 months. She said about 2 months. You just go ahead and do your passport renewal. They do everything for you, the pictures and everything. For 3,000 pesos, of course I'm going to do that. But it's just that some things it's good at using it, some things are bad. Okay, now when I get my passport renewed, okay, all my stamps, okay, especially the entry stamp, you got to pay to get that put back on your passport. It's 7,000 pesos through JRC. Or I can pay 7,000, fly to Manila, jump through all the hoops, and make it a whole day affair. Get a Airbnb or a hotel. It's gonna cost me way more than 7,000 pesos. See, that's smart money. Yeah, he said 600 pesos includes waking up with a serpent. Yeah, but she claimed that he hit her, which maybe he did. Remember, we get some Pookies and Ray Rays over here, not a lot. And remember, I told y'all that her dating pool is a cesspool. She don't know what she gonna get. We at least have an idea what we're gonna get because we're dating the culture. They have no idea what they're gonna get. Is he a wife beater? Is he a drug user? Who is he? Where's he from? They have no clue, man. Yeah, it's not gonna be good for him. Whatever happened, that's not a good look, man. Something's gonna come out of that. He says, "Hey Cal, are you going to do a consultation specifically about opening an account in PNB? It's PNB, Philippine National Bank. Well, I don't need to do a video about that. I mean, that's just straight to the point. You're going to need three forms of ID, though. You're going to need your ACR card, your state ID or license, and your passport. And you got to, you're going to fill out the paperwork, the W-9 included. And then they're going to want to know where your money's coming from. This is the Philippines, so a lot of that money laundering and stuff like that, they're serious about that. But you don't need it's really just straightforward with that. They're going to tell you exactly what you need. I use PNB because John said, yeah, they'll give you one. Because some of these banks, you go to these big top banks, they may not give it to you unless you got an SRV or something. As a tourist, you can open up an account here. It's law. They put it in the law. They changed the law. You don't have to be here a certain amount of time, but they do want you to have that ACR card. A lot of banks, they're going to ask you for that. So you'll be here about 90 days before you actually have that in your hand. But it's just straightforward. It's real simple. It's one of the best decisions I made since I've been in the Philippines. I never even thought about opening up a bank account because when I first came to the Philippines, so many of these banks were closing, man. I mean, it was scary. But then John, we were just having a conversation one time. He said, yeah, now that I got this senior, he had a senior ID uh, card. He said, I'm gonna open up me a bank account. And he did. And he told me about it. He said, man, I went to BDO, I went to BPI. They wouldn't do it. But I went to PNB and they let me open one. So I said, well, maybe I should open up one. And for the first 3 or 4 days, right, they're gonna get on your nerves, wanting you to uh, send like uh, proof of a ACH deposit to show where your money's coming from. But after that, it's a great experience, man, because I went to the PNB Bank, um, was it in General Santos yesterday? It's just like being in St. Carlos City. You know, you got your passbook. It's a passbook account. Yeah, they say it's a short stay in Lapu Lapu. That's what I heard. 53 Shades Darker. Somebody said they walked into it accidentally. I saw the immigration office in there. Now, if you got it like that, you don't need it. But a lot of people, they're in Cebu, they're in Manila and Dumaguete. You're going to wait all day in Dumaguete. And plus, Dumaguete wants you to get these passport photos and all of that stuff. I ain't got time to do all that, man. Yeah, yeah. I love it here. And remember, this is where my history is. I came here I came to the Philippines in Cebu, but then I had met my wife. She's from Mindanao. But even before I met her, I met a woman from Cagayan de Oro. And then I even met a woman in General Santos before. And I went to Davao. So I got a history in Mindanao, on and off for 10 years in Zamboanga. This is my second time being here. Man, you talk about, that's why budgets are so all over the place. I don't talk about them. Now, Angelo Habib, he's the only one I've seen that's actually tracking every penny he spent. He's got an app, he's doing it. Okay, and come to find out he's spending less than what he thought he was spending. Because everybody else, they're not tracking their spending. But if you come to a place like Mindanao, your costs are gonna be a lot less. I'm telling you, we bought dinner last night. I'm talking about this. This is, it says on the menu, feeds 3 to 4 people. It was 250 pesos. I'm like, wow, on a resort? If we'd have bought that same meal in Boracay, it would have cost at least 900. Okay, S53 Shades Dark, STJ. The the resort we went to on Samal Island, the hamburger was 900 pesos. Here it's like 180 or something. I mean, it was 900 pesos. You know, but TJ took care of everything. But I'm saying, I'm just talking about on the menu. I think the cheapest thing they had was pancit. And hell, it was 600. It was 600 pesos. But here's cheap. It's 250 pesos for the bihon gasada. And it's delicious, man. It actually feeds about 5 people. I probably could, but I wouldn't want to do that. Okay. That's one of the points of this reciprocity agreement, this taxes and stuff. See, this is why, you go back and forth with these people, and they'll have you thinking that you're working in the Philippines. I'm not. I work from the Philippines. I don't work at Cocoa Beach Resort. I'm working from Cocoa Beach Resort. It's a big difference. YouTube is an American company. It's in America. Okay, so that's where I'm earning my money. They send my money to an American bank. Okay, it's all in there. That's the reason why I'm able to, at the end of the year, when I file my taxes, I can use that exemption when you're overseas 330 days out of the year. You can write off a certain amount of your money, but you have to meet certain requirements. Okay. But no, I don't work in the Philippines. I'm not taking anything away from this country. I'm adding to it. But you have people who they just want to cause you problems or whatever it is. I'll make content, they'll say, oh, I'm legitimate. I got my license and all that stuff. You don't need a license. Okay, I don't know if y'all remember, but this was real prevalent during the lockdown when all this was coming up, right? And how the Bureau of Internal Revenue and the Bureau of Immigration, they're going to come after these vloggers, right? Well, they were coming after influencers, people who are actually working here because they're selling stuff. But they made it clear. They said, we're not going to bother these vloggers because you're providing entertainment during this, this vital period of lockdown. They said it clearly. They sent out a memo from the Bureau of Immigration. They're not going to bother us. But that's selective hearing. That's selective reading. If the Philippines came to me and said, hey, look, you got to pay taxes on your YouTube, I would say, okay, that's fine. But what am I going to get in return? Are you going to give me an SRV or something in return? Because it would be a double uh, jeopardy, basically. Manny Pacquiao just won a big case in the Philippines where they said that he owed them billions of pesos in taxes. Well, he said, why? He said, I had to pay taxes in America. When I'm fighting over there, I had to pay taxes over there. Why would I have to come back here and pay taxes? And he won the case. It's the law of reciprocity. Yeah, some people, I've known some people who have their Social Security checks uh, deposited into their Philippine account, but I just transfer. That's another thing I like about PNB. They got the transfer option. John was going back because his bank, he was actually with a credit union. It wouldn't transfer his money over here. It wasn't the Filipino bank. It was the American bank that he was in. So make sure before you come over here that your bank will transfer your money. I mean, I'm pretty sure they charged me something, but not much. It's a whole lot less than going back and forth to that ATM. If I go back, I've got Fifth Third over there. It's almost $15 every time I go to the ATM, and I don't get that back. And if you don't think you're going to go 5 or 10 times a month, yes, you will.
Turn up. 9.
He said, "How do I like General Santos?" I like General Santos. I've been there before, but it's not Davao. It's smaller, so it's more congested. But to me, honestly, appearance-wise, most of these cities look the same to me. But there are some things where, like I said, I've been in the Philippines long enough where you can put me in a city and immediately I can tell you the differences between the other cities I've been to. And the one thing that I saw in Davao was, number one, is clean. The taxi drivers, the traffic flow, it was different immediately because Angelo was like, well, how you haven't been here that long? How can you say that? I can't. I've been here long enough in the Philippines immediately. If I go to Cebu, if I go to wherever I go, if I go to Butuan, which is in northern Mindanao, I can tell you right away what makes it different from the rest of the places, or if it's just the same. But they all look the same. When you go out into the city, it's like looking at one of those, remember, like a Wild Wild West movie or um, something like that. That's what the buildings and stuff look like. Hey, Mr. Ringo, thanks for that super chat. He said JRC and Cebu is in a building right across from the Ayala Mall Terraces area. Yeah, it's just right down from there. That Terraces area is in like a cul-de-sac, like a dead end. When you come off the street, you make the right to go there. Activity Center, and you make the left, and JRC's in that building right there. Thanks for that super chat. He said, law of reciprocity, yeah, you reap what you sow, stay positive, and be a blessing to someone. Yeah, it just means that, yeah, they're going to return the favor. You know, that's why a lot of times, people try to run here to the Philippines to escape uh, charges in America. They have an agreement here that the Bureau of Immigration will track you down and deport you back to the country. where they're looking at you from. Yeah, I know it's called, but you know what I'm saying. It's this double jeopardy though, and they're not going to. It doesn't apply here. It doesn't apply here. So I file taxes in America. I don't have to file taxes here. I don't make one penny here. I don't earn one penny in the Philippines. It's not like I work at the Cocoa Beach Resort. If I did, then okay, I'd have to pay taxes. Or if I was selling T-shirts from my website and shipping them from my house in San Carlos City, then yeah, I'd be working here. Hey, Digital Nomad, say hello, Uncle Cal. I'm loving that you're showing the natural wild beauty of the Philippines. That's real living right there. Continue prospering, have a prosperous day and night. It's a lot here. You can't see it all. But I'm going to show y'all this forest right down on this beach. It's going to trip you out. It's literally nighttime there, 24 hours a day. That's how dark it is in there. It'll freak you out, man. You're just walking down the beach, the sun is beaming down on you, man. You see that dark. I mean, it's just that condensed. All the forest and stuff, man. It'll freak you out. I've never seen anything like it. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before the last time I was here. I don't know if it was that dense though. But it's literally nighttime in there. It's really dark. It's just something that you don't see all the time. He said, I like Jabras lives there. As a matter of fact, when Passport King emailed me, Jabras, he said, Jabras told me you were coming. You know, maybe he said, you know, we can hook up or whatever. He said, but I'm busy. I'm gonna let you know I'm busy because we're putting together our wedding, he said. So maybe that's what it was. But when we leave here, we're going back to uh General Santos, but we're not gonna be that long because we're going back to Davao and then on up to Cagayan de Oro. He says, aren't they starting to tax YouTubers in Thailand? I think they've got that new digital nomad visa, but I don't know how that's gonna work unless you get the visa. And I don't know how that's gonna work though. That's why I don't do videos like that. I'm not a lawyer. Guys try to um, they try to talk about these laws and stuff and interpret them, and many of them do a terrible job. I don't even attempt to do it. That's stuff for a lawyer, to be honest with you. All that language in those uh, visas and everything like that. I certainly would not make a decision based on what I'm hearing on the internet, unless it's coming from a real immigration lawyer, somebody who really knows what they're talking about. And most of the people don't. Now, like I said, if somebody like, I'm pretty sure they have the equivalent of a JRC consultancy in Thailand. If they made a video, Thomas, about this new digital nomad visa, then I would listen to it. But just some vlogger out here talking about that, I wouldn't know. Now, one thing about being over here, Frank, it's so dark here. And remember, there's no street lights. If you come out here at night on this beach and you look up in the sky, you'll see more stars than you've ever seen in your life. I do remember that from 13 years ago. I mean, it's pitch black out here. And you look up in the sky, all you see is stars. It look like somebody took a cup of glitter and just threw it up there. And remember, there's more stars up there in that sky than there are grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth. Now imagine that. Okay. This is facts. This is 100% fact. This goes to show you how little our physical senses make us aware of. You know, we think we're standing still, as a matter of fact, when we're not. But your Your physical senses, your five senses that they tell you that that's all you've got. They lie to you. They make you think that you're sitting still when you're not. Earth is spinning 1,037 and a third miles per hour on its axis as it's rocketing through the universe at about 60,000 miles an hour. So you're not standing still by a long shot. And it's the same thing when you look up in the sky. You think that that's all you're seeing. You know, when people point up and say, "Oh, thank you, God in heaven," that's not up because the world, the earth is spinning, man, so fast. When you're pointing up, it may really be you're maybe pointing down, this way. Okay, but we think of it because of our physical senses, like we're standing still. He said, when you go do the game show host thing again, probably when I get back. I usually do that on Sunday. Um, yeah, they like that game. That's going to be a popular game if I can do it consistently enough. Soul Snatcher. But I told Maryland most people are going to take that guaranteed money. But if they think about it, well, see, they're not thinking. They're just seeing that money. And see, that's part of it. That's why I added that. And I added the two extra keys because now they're thinking, well, maybe I've got one of the bad keys. I better take that 1,000. That's more money than I earn in a whole week. Two times in a row, they had the winning key. The one guy took 500. He didn't even let me get to 1,000 because I don't know which key it is. I really don't know. I just throw that out there just to make it interesting. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad to be back. I rode to the Philippines. Danny, glad you could join us, Danny. He said Irene and I were in Davao City from July 11th through July 15th. I know y'all live outside of Davao. You live in Davao. Is it Del Sur or Del Norte? TJ don't do vlogs. No, no, it's just I heard somebody back there. I don't know if he was uh, making fun of me or not. I thought maybe he was because there's people that can hear me talking, and I heard him say "bobbity bobbity bobbity bobbity." I don't know. It didn't matter to me, but sometimes they do that. Oh, Del Sur, okay. I would, but the lady I thought was going to go for it until I went up to 1,000, and then the crowd got behind her, right? And they're like, they got excited and made her excited. She said, "Oh, just give me the 1,000." Y'all got to understand, it's a lot of money over here. 1,000 pesos. It's not whatever the exchange rate says it is. It's 1,000 pesos, and that's what they're looking at it as 1,000 pesos. They're not looking at it as $17 or whatever it would be, like we are. And you can the only way you're gonna understand is to understand, okay, knowing that lady, she probably doesn't have a legitimate job. When I'm talking about a legitimate job, I'm talking about somebody who works for the government, like you're a teacher, you work in city hall. But most of the jobs over here, man, they're not legitimate. They're under the table type jobs. Like the people you see over here working on these resorts, these aren't jobs. These aren't legitimate jobs. But I'm gonna have to get off here, guys. Thank y'all so much for your time today. Super chat, super stickers, all your thumbs up, all your support for Sunshine Shoulders. Y'all see me again. Today is Wednesday. When I get settled again, maybe Saturday, if we're back home. Maybe when we're in the in Cebu, okay? Um, he said, Cal, you're honing your skills. You're becoming a natural at this. You ever think you will become such a spokesman on this block? I didn't, but that's what it is. It is practice, practice, practice. over 4 years, man. You know, because I didn't want to just sit there like a lot of people and go down every name, read the, that's boring. So I just kind of had my commentary with your comments just to try to make it interesting, man. We're on a few hours, but I don't have a problem doing that. I'm a conversationalist because of my job. Oh, you're welcome, Charles. Hey, thank you, Jeffrey. Y'all probably see y'all Saturday, man. So take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. I'll see y'all next time. Don't do anything stupid. But if you get a chance, man, come down here to Glen, Sarangani province, southernmost tip of the Philippines. I mean, thank me now. I'm gonna go on record and say nothing's gonna happen to you. Okay, the people just aren't gonna bother you, but they say it's supposed to be a sketchy place, but because you really don't know who's who, that's why. But more than likely, nobody's gonna bother you, man. Hey, thanks, TJ. I appreciate it, man. Get well, and man, you're gonna enjoy it. This is what I came to the Philippines for. The hell with Dumaguete and all those other places that people argue about and say this is a better place and this is the better place. Mm-mm. Everything that they put the Philippines down about, it's not here. And in many of these places, there's no trash here. There's no poverty here. Okay, there's no crime here. Okay, take care. I gotta go get me something to eat. I didn't did my damn intermittent fasting, man. Y'all help me do it today.